sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, one game to decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the Denver sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His guys come in feeling good in what's been a formful playoffs so far. And on the other side, the Steelers head coach. His guys fired up, the #1 seed, trying to see this thing through and get to the Super Bowl. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. His first catch here in this AFC title game, and it's a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And he'll be brought down at the 45. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Second down, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they will finally run him down. They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
And the Broncos
They'll look to throw. He connects with Mims. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Good blocking, and he's in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos.
Just an ideal start, Mike. You're on the road. You're in the playoffs. Anytime you can go down there and end with a score, it just takes the crowd down a notch. They've been tailgating. They've wanted to start this game hot. Maybe let doubt start to creep in that, I know we're playing a game at home, but man, these guys came to play.
Broncos offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 29-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28. He'll drop to throw. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. He'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
Mike, when you're grinding away in the midst of training camp, these are the moments that you fantasize about. However, it's no longer a fantasy for either of these two teams. It's their reality.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll give it to Dobbins. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Whoa! And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Denver 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Here's 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now it's Dobbins, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Broncos offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. That's complete on the tight end screen. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco.
Here we go, here we go.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Broncos, first down. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Denver.
Here's Dobbins, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
Gain of 22 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Yes, it's really well executed here, and you see this in so many offenses around the league, Mike. These slant routes are either built in or what they call hot routes or sight routes. The receiver sees the blitz, and they break their route off. It gives an easy target for the quarterback, and it gives great opportunity for run after catch.
That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A short one there to Bellinger. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. A run with Dobbins. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll throw out of the gun. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 6 at the
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. 1st and 10 now from the 36. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
A gain of 17 yards.
19, here we go.
First down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Pass over the middle, but it's incomplete. Second and 10.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Back to the air one more time. This is caught at the 2. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw again. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The Broncos offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Drive will start on the ground. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Come on, set. 60, 19, 18. Set, go.
Throwing now from the gun. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
First and 10 at the
That pickup
49-yard
good
line.
for 29 yards.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. That flag on the guard, Quinn Miners.
Let's go now.
Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Broncos, first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. The catch made there by Sutton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Broncos.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
A loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Back to throw. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 2.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Broncos first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3. And that mark shows. First down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Throw left side, that's Johnson.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense.
And he'll take it on in. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, Denver. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point
He'll drop to throw. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the 4th. And he'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to fall.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second
From the 48-yard line. Here's second and 8. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down.
Still 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Brought down behind the line.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. It takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now they'll set up to throw. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. This one pulled in by the tight end, Bellinger. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Broncos offense ready to see what they can do. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Come on, set, go!
They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll try to set up the screen here. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. It is a win for the visiting Broncos as they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy. They are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC.